So once the setup is ready in PyCharm, we are going to install Selenium, which is already done. And now we are back to our the new test POI. So I'm using Python because it's a relatively easier language compared, and I'm using PyCharm because I have a Python as a base code. And so in my new file, what I do is you have to write the initial scripts to load Selenium. So you should start writing from Selenium. I'll just show you what I've written in previous. From Selenium, these are the things you have to consider. So you can write from Selenium import WebDriver, which means WebDriver is something that has control over your browser window. And from Selenium WebDriver.common, you have to import keys, and from keys you have to import all the keys from the keyboard layout. And from Selenium WebDriver.common.action chains, we are importing action chains. This is important for your basic control over mouse and other important functions. And we are also importing time. So once this is done, we would have to write, we have to look at the driver. So driver, this is the code, driver equal to webdriver.edge. I'm going to use Edge here. We can use Edge, Chrome, Firefox, or whatever. And the executable path is C webdriver and msedgedriver.exe. And how do you get this path? It's simple. So you go to the browser and search for Selenium WebDriver. And you go to the original site, selenium.dev. In that, you will see downloads. In downloads, you will have WebDriver browsers, and we're going to use Edge. So go to the documentation for the Edge, which is given by Microsoft site. All the sites, all the web browser developers will release their developing version for that. So figure out what version of Edge or browser you're using. There are like beta versions, developer versions for a lot of browsers. So here I specifically use 106.1370.59, and I have to download this. Just by clicking the particular version you've got, it's downloaded. And how do you know what version you've got? You can go in settings, you can go to about Microsoft Edge. So in this, it gives the version. See, this is the version I'm using. So for this version, I have downloaded. So when you download the zip file, you extract the zip file. Now we have these two, and you can extract it to anywhere. I choose to extract in C drive, WebDriver, and I have here. So driver notes and MS Edge driver. These two are the files that you have to put. And the same extension path, C drive slash WebDriver slash msedgedriver.exe is what we are supposed to provide in PyCharm so that the driver is loaded from there. And now, once the driver is loaded, then we should start giving the commands. The first and basic thing is we use driver.get. So driver.get, and you can give any URL here. So say we go to a shopping site, we go to basic somewhere, say limeroad.com. So you have limeroad.com, and you can give this https limeroad.com, and to close it, driver dot close. So now let's check this. I'm going to close the window here, and there's no Microsoft Edge open. So when you run this, that's loading, and oh yeah, so it's automatically opened, and we got this limeroad.com. So it's not HTTPS. So we'll cut off this part. Oh, we have given it twice, and sorry. Yeah, we have this limeroad.com, and we're going to run the test. So as soon as we run the test, we see the limeroad.com opens and driver closes. Now we are going to add two simple commands: driver dot maximize window. So this will maximize window, and before the driver closes, we will wait uh, so for waiting, we are going to use our driver dot implicity wait, and we have to give seconds. So we give 5 seconds, and let's see what happens. Save it and then run the test. Browser opened, it maximized, and the whole thing took 5 seconds and it closed. So we will convert this into sentence. Now we'll see. Run. Browser opened. Yeah, it maximized and it loaded. And now I have to copy this, open this in browse. I'm going to suggest you a plugin to install here. It's called Selectors Hub. There's also a free version of this. So by installing this, you can easily find the XPath or CSS. It's easy to locate for all the elements. Now I go to the site and I open the developer window, and I'm going to, by clicking F12 or function F12, depends on your window keyboard, and I'm going to use this button, which is mouse button, so that wherever I point out, it will show the details of the object. So as you see here, now I want to click on Shopman. So you see this button. So either I can click on the button or I can click on the text, whatever it is, it takes you to the same place. So when I click on this, and you can select, you have real CSS selector, XPath, index XPath. So for now, what we do is we'll copy XPath, and once the driver is maximized, we wait for 5 seconds, and driver dot, next command would be click. So how do we click? So in the driver, you're telling the driver to click on particular element. So you have to find the element. So you have to use find underscore element. These commands were previously find underscore element by underscore XPath, but now it has changed. So it's XPath, and we have given this. What does it do, this element? It dot click. It clicks the element. Close parenthesis and save it, and let's test it. So the browser opened, maximized, and it waited a few seconds and it clicked on. That's the basic of how we open URL. Thank you.